चलो again, everyone, very good morning to all of you guys. So just let me quickly. So this class is going to be live streamed also. So just let me pull that one up. Chalo sir. So again, very good morning to all of you guys, and welcome to Score Booster 2.0 batch. So this is your first class of arithmetic, and we'll be starting out with average. So today onwards, we will be starting out with average. Very important chapter for your SSC exams. At least, let me say this, you can expect minimum one question you will get. Sometimes they give you a couple of questions as well. So again, based on, like, it depends on, like, whatever the mood, whatever the shift, like everything, there are multiple variables there. But again, please understand, this particular chapter, do not only learn this chapter from the point of view of solving one question of arithmetic. Learn this chapter because, sir, in DI as well, in DI questions as well, data interpretation, you will need average. In DI questions as well, you will be needing this average. ठीक है, everyone? अच्छा, I'm audible now, everyone. Just confirm this once if I'm audible properly. Everyone, please confirm this once whether I'm audible. I should be audible, everyone. So just confirm this once. It is showing me that I'm completely audible, but still, can anyone confirm this once whether I'm completely audible? Reena, thank you, Reena, for confirming. Uh, Dikshit, thank you so much, brothers. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for confirming. Ritu, yes, thank you so much. Here, chalo, cheers. Now, so I'll be taking, let's understand. Let us understand like the basics of average. Now, today the first class we'll do basics, but again, not exactly basics. We'll kind of move a little bit ahead as well. So first things first. What is average? What is the definition, sir? Average होता क्या है, sir? What is average? So average is actually defined as, we all know this, कि sir, sum of all the observations, divided by the number of observations. Like in shorter terms, sir, sum divided by number of observations, we call it small n. And from there, we all know this, we all have read this, like in school, sir, this is n times average. So we have done what, sir? We have just multiplied this n to this side. That's all. That's all we have done, right? So again, this is a score booster batch. I'm assuming you guys know these basic things. Now, that means if I ask you guys, say there are, say, 5 numbers, let's take between 20 and 50, 23, 27. You guys tell me a few numbers, na, between 20 and 50. 34, 37, 38, and another 46. Okay. Now, let's say we will be taking the average of this. So using this particular method, the basic definition, you will say, sir, ये तो बहुत simple है. This is very simple to do. You add all of them. Let's add, sir. 27 and 23, sir, 50. 34 and 46, that is, sir, 80. 80 and 50, sir, 130. 130 plus 38 is, sir, 168. Divided by 5. Now again, we all know how to divide by 5. You do multiply 2, multiply 2. So 168 into 2, sir, 320, 336. By 10, meaning, sir, it will be 33.6. You will say, sir, it is very simple. This is not a very difficult job. This is very simple to do. What I am asking you guys, sir, this calculation can also be done in another way. Meaning average can be approached from another angle as well. That is called from, like the term there is called deviation. You can approach or you can calculate average from using deviation as well. So what is this concept that you must understand? This is something that will help you reduce your calculations tremendously in many different questions. But before we can do that, we will solve like many questions based on this deviation. But again, before we understand that, before we solve that, we have to first get the point what deviation is and how to use that. What deviation actually is and how we can use this. Okay, sir? Let's understand, sir. So we'll take the same numbers. We will take the same values. 23, 7, 34, 38. 23, 27, 34, 38. It was 46, I guess, right? Yes, 46. Now, this is actually in mathematics called assumed mean method, where we need deviation. Assumed mean method. Now, please let me say this. Mean is nothing but a synonym for average. Mean का मतलब क्या होता है sir? It is average. Mean is nothing but average, sir. Okay? YouTube में comments नहीं दिख रहे. Okay, चल. Mean is nothing but sir average. Now that means what we'll do? Assume mean method is saying you assume some mean of your choice. You can assume anything. Like you are saying that the average of these 5 numbers, I am assuming anything it can be. Anything it can be. So it can be 10, it can be 15, it can be 1 crore as well. It is completely up to you guys. But what I'm saying, it is always better. Remember, if you can take your average or assumed mean, assumed average closer to your actual average, the closer you can take, the better, the smaller will be your calculation. So what I'm saying, so just take an idea from here. Sir, if I take a look at this, my average will be somewhere around 30. And we like generally tend to take round figures for better calculations. So I'm saying the assumed mean, in this case, I'm assuming 30. Okay, you see what happens. Sir, first I'm going to ask you a few questions. 23 is how much more or how much less than your assumed average 30? Tell me, sir. 23 here, this 23 here, the first number, is how much more or less than your assumed average 30, sir? It is 7 less. So it less means I'll do minus 7. Less, minus means it is less. 27 is how much more or how much less than 30? So it is 3 less. So again minus 3. 34 is how much more or how much less than 30, sir? So it is 4 more. More means, sir, plus 4. So 38 is how much more or how much less than 30? So plus 8. 8 more. 46, same thing, sir, plus 16. Sir, please understand. This is actually called our deviation. In mathematics, we call it total deviation, but deviation also works fine, just fine. This is deviation. यही concept सीखना है. This is the concept that you need to know. This is deviation. Now, sir, calculation, you see, it's very simple. Minus 7 plus 8 means plus 1. This is plus 1. So the total, the deviation is coming out to be plus 16 plus 2. That is plus 18. So our method, our assume mean method, it is saying, sir, acha, please understand this. Think like this, think like this. Sir, I had taken 30 as my average. Okay. Now, this is how much is the deviation. This is how much it should be extra. This is how much it should be extra. So this should be whatever it should be extra, sir. Now this extra should be divided equally. Average means we are dividing things equally among all. Sir, how many? So there are 5 numbers. So this extra, this deviation should be divided equally among all 5, sir. हो गया, sir. Now plus or minus, it was plus. So you put plus here. Done. So 18 by 5 means 36 by 10, 3.6. So it is 33.6. You see, we got the same answer. We got the same answer, sir. We got our same answer. Yes or no? Now, this concept is very, very, very important. This concept is very, 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 very important. Again, please understand, sir. I'm going very slow here because this is something that you must understand. Meaning, sir, whatever is my deviation, we will always distribute the deviation. In order to calculate average, we will always distribute the deviation among everyone, like whom we are calculating the average about. Dinesh, very good morning, brother. Very, very good morning. Is it clear, sir? Is this clear, everyone? A quick yes on. A very, very, very quick yes on. Very important that you understand this. It is very, very, very imperative, very, very, very important that you guys understand this. This is actually the basic concept of deviation. A quick yes or no. Bhavna, no, Bhava, yes, hi, how are you? Good morning. Reena, yes, perfect. So others as well. Uh, Ritu, yes, you understood. Please respond. Yes or no? Acha, this is done. Acha, one more thing. Let me show you one interesting thing. Acha sir, I told you na, it works. It does not like mean. You see, I had taken assumed as 30. Acha sir, if I take the assumed mean as 35 for this very data set, यही वाला. Let's see now whether it works or not. Let's see now whether it works or not. You see. So 35, let's do this. 23 is how much more or how much less than 35, sir? You will say, sir, it is 12 less. So minus 12. ऊपर ना कुछ नहीं दिखता. 27 is how much more or less, sir? 27 is how much less? Sir, you will say, sir, this is minus, this is like 3 here, 5 here, so minus 8. 34 is how much less? Minus 1. 38 is how much more? Plus 3. More means plus, less means minus. This is plus 11. Sir, calculate the deviation. This will be total deviation. So minus 12 plus 11, that is minus 1. So minus 1, minus 1, minus 2 plus 3, that is a plus 1. Plus 1 minus 8, sir, minus 7. So the total deviation we got is minus 7. Right? You see the average. Sir, average will be whatever assume mean we had taken 35. Now, deviation is 7, sir. So this deviation has to be what? This has to be distributed among like equally among all 5. So that means that you divide the deviation, distribute the deviation among 5. Plus or minus, sir, it is minus. So 35, 7 by 5 means, sir, 14 by 10, 1.4. You see, we are getting the same answer. So please understand, it does not matter what assume mean we are taking. You can do this by taking 100 as assume mean as well. You will always end up to the same answer because average cannot change. Na? Average has to be the same. Average has to be the same, sir. Pawan, yes, perfect, perfect, perfect. Right? Ritu, perfect. Pawan, perfect. So it does not matter what your assume, like what mean you are assuming. So it always, please understand, whatever mean you are assuming, based on that, whatever mean you are assuming, based on that, your deviation value will change. You see, the deviation will change. Deviation will change. So that your average always is the same. So this deviation is the actual thing. The real deal is the deviation. Now, why we are going deviation, deviation, deviation? You will see in so many questions, we can get rid of the calculations if you have a strong understanding of deviation. Every question you will see we'll try to do using deviation. Perfect. Our YouTube audience also. Clear everyone? Clear everyone? Simple, simple logic. Simple, simple logic. चलो, so let's solve a couple of questions. अच्छा एक second, ये like sir, we'll do this question first. Let's do this. Sir, first let us do this. Now, this is mains का question, ठीक है? This is a question from mains, but again, don't worry. This similar type gets asked in pre as well. You see, similar question 19 pre, 23 में pre में भी पूछा गया. So, completely based on deviation. Like we will solve using deviation. So there are like you can solve it without deviation also, but in that case the solution will be very big. In that case the solution will be very big. Read the question first, everyone. Read the question first, please. The average of n numbers is 45. Okay. If 60% keyword of the numbers are increased by 5 each and the remaining numbers are decreased by 10 each. Achha sir, remaining 60% means remaining will be how much, sir? You will say 40%. Remaining will be the remaining is 40%. Total to always 100%. Cynthia, no worries. But again, Cynthia, you missed one very important, the basic concept. Dinesh has given us some answer. Dinesh, very good, Dinesh. I guess you are 100% correct. Let me check कर लेते एक बार रुको. Yes, you are absolutely correct. Yes, 44 is the correct answer. 44 is most definitely your correct answer. Let's see. Let's see how Dinesh got to like where he has got. Sir, please understand, sir, 60%, 40% hai na? At the end of the day, in these questions, what they're asking, understand this. Sir, what is the average? Now, sir, average is given. This is average given. They're also asking average, meaning by relative term. So we have understood these things by now. Sir, relative term is given, relative term they are asking, right? So we have a lot of headroom here. 60 and 40, whenever I'm saying this, I'm saying it's a 60. 60 and 40 means this is 3:2. 23s are 60, 22s are 40, right? So what I'm saying, na, total n numbers, you see, I do not need n. Please understand, by reading the question, I told you guys, I requested you guys to be street smart. Are you guys getting this much? Ki, sir, this whole thing does not depend on n. You see, nowhere, only here they have written n. Nowhere else we need n, not even in the options. So that means this whole thing does not depend on the value of n. Is this clear? You see how you should approach or how you should think about questions. This whole thing does not depend on the value of n. N can be anything. N can be anything, sir. Now, n, so that means n is on our hands. We will assume n. We have the power. Now, and one more thing, 60%, 40%. That is kind of giving me some idea. Sir, ek kaam karo, sir. N is 5. I will say, sir, why? Because like nothing. Because 60 and 40 means a 3:2. So 3 plus 2 is 5. That is why I've written it. That is why I've assumed it. You see, the things will be clearer and clearer. Don't worry. So that means there are 3 numbers, there are 2 numbers. Total, there were 5 numbers. This 60%, meaning 3 numbers, are increased by 5 each, sir. They have been increased by 5 each. That means how much increment, sir? Sir, plus 15 increment. 5 into 3. And these 2 numbers, the remaining 40%, 2 numbers, decreased by 10 each, sir. It has been decreased by 10 each. Total decrement, sir? Sir, minus 20. Sir, plus 15 and minus 20. Sir, can anyone tell me what is the total deviation, sir? Total, how much is the deviation from the average? How much is the deviation, sir? Sir, you will say, sir, plus 15 increment, minus 20 decrement. So the deviation is minus 5. Everyone, deviation is minus 5. And I told you, what will be the change in average? What is going to be the change in average? So whatever is the deviation, na, you distribute among the numbers. You distribute the deviation among the members. So average was 45. Deviation is 5. 5 is the deviation. Distribute among whatever number of numbers. Sir, we had 5 numbers. So distribute among 5 numbers. Plus or minus, sir? Deviation is minus. So this is your answer, sir. So the new average will be, sir, option number 444. Option number 444 is your correct answer. You see, we have not done any calculations. Now, 99% of the students, how do they do it? How do they do it, sir? They will say, "Arey, sir, n number ka average is 45. Sum will be, sir, 45 into n, because sum is average into n." Now, 60%, so that means 3n by 5. 3n by 5, they have been increased by 5 each, and like 2n by 5, they have been decreased by 10 each. So there they will make the total. So this initial total should be equal to the final total. So from there, they will figure out the value of n. Please understand, do not do that. Dinesh, but Dinesh, please understand. In that case, brother, your calculations are higher, and you see the exact problem. You see, like Dinesh, what is the problem? I'm not saying that's a bad method. Yeah, Reena, again, I'll definitely explain. You see, the deviation is this. Reena, deviation is this. Why deviation, sir? Because the average will change, because there is an increment and decrement thing going on. So average, so whatever change, that, like, what will result the change? The change will come from the deviation. So we are calculating that deviation. So plus 15 because of the increments, minus 20 because of the decrements. So net deviation will be, sir, plus 15 minus 20. So that is minus 5. Now, what is the new average? You see, we did this. We actually did this. What was our new average? What was our new average? Sir, whatever was our deviation, this deviation, so whatever was our old average, plus or minus, depends on this sign. This is plus, so it will be plus. If this is minus, then we'll take minus. And whatever is the deviation, we will distribute the deviation among all the members. So there are 5 members here, so divided by 5. Here also we are doing the same thing, Rina, you see. Here also, the deviation is minus 5 total. And there are 5 numbers I had taken. So I'm just distributing this 5, the deviation of 5 among 5 members. And why minus? Because the deviation was negative. That's all. That's all. Perfect. Perfect, Rina. Clear? Clear? Don't worry. Got it. Perfect. 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 Anyone having any doubts, please feel free to ask. Our YouTube audience also. If you are having any doubts, please feel free to ask. Okay. Now, sir. Now, Dinesh, what I was saying, you see, brother, what will happen now? There, the values are good. Let's move on to the next one. You will see the problem now. You are seeing the values, brother. So the multiplications now this will take a lot of time. ये है गड़बड़. Using the n method, na, that's not a bad method. 99%, if a method is being used by 90% of the students, that cannot be bad, right? It's very obvious. But this is the problem. So they, like, you must solve, then, like, chalo, you have to solve it. And this is a very important type, gets asked very often. CHSL में भी पूछा जाता है, in CPO, in NTPC also you get asked this question, right? Chalo sir, everyone please solve this. I am giving you guys 40 seconds to solve this. If you have understood the last concept, same question. Very similar question. Please solve, sir. Please solve this, sir. I got correct answers from Reena. Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Dinesh. So this is a little issue. Sir, let's understand. First things first, sir. Some numbers by no n. So I am in charge of n. I am in charge of n. Dinesh has also given us answer. Dinesh is saying 55.6 option 1. Reena is saying option number 3. Let's see. Let's see. So two different answers. Let's see. Sir, 75% whenever I see, sir, it is 3/4. So total numbers I'll take 4, sir. Because the other part will be 25%, that is 1/4. 3:1 to 4 will be the 4 I'll take. Total numbers are 4 numbers. Totals are 4 numbers. Right? So that means 75% means 3 numbers, 3 out of 4, and there is another one number. 75% of the numbers are increased by 5.6 each. So they have been increased by 5.6 each. And the other number has been decreased by 8.4 each. Sir, हो गया काम? Very, very, very good. So that means average they are asking. चलो करेंगे. Sir, total deviation. Total how much increment, sir? 3 5s are 15, 3 6 are 18. 16.8 increment plus. And sir, here it is though, like into 1 means minus 8.4 only. Sir, deviation will be how much, sir? Deviation. Total deviation will be how much, sir? 16.8 minus 8.4. You will say, sir, 8.4 is only the deviation, that too plus, because plus is the final, plus 16.8 minus 8.4. Sir, you will say, Arey, ho gaya, sir, kaam. So, new average, sir. 54.6 was the old average plus, sir, whatever is the deviation divided by whatever is the number of numbers. How many numbers, sir? Because this deviation will now get distributed among these 4 numbers. So my answer, so my deviation or the answer will be, sir, divided by 4. It will be, sir, 2.1. So 54 plus 2, this is 56.7. So again, Dinesh, थोड़ा गलत हो गया भाई. Option 3 is the correct answer, sir. Not option 1. Perfect. Pawan, yes, 3 is the correct answer, brother. 3 is the correct answer. Ritu, clear. Cynthia, clear. This is, you see, again, don't go for those calculative methods. There is a reason I have started my, like, our journey or our understanding of average from deviation. Because you see, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Most of the times we'll do by deviation only. Ritu, clear? Ritu, clear, sister? Dinesh, clear? Dinesh, I'll request you, migrate to this method. If you have understood this, migrate to this method. You will thank me 1 month later. You will thank me 1 month later. Like, why you are getting wrong, na, brother? You see, in this, na, calculations are not very easy, because definitely the, like, the values are not that easy. So the calculations will not be easy. So there the chances are more you will make a calculation mistake. It happens. It happens. If I was in your place, I will do the same. I would do the same actually. Even I would do like actually more. मैं तो ज्यादा करूंगा. अच्छा. So let's do a couple of like the normal questions. Deviation, I just wanted to like give you the idea. Now let's solve a few more questions because you see we have to complete the types as well because the different types of questions we must complete everything. We must complete everything, sir. चलो सर चलो सर चलो सर. अरे ये YouTube का. चलो सर चलो सर. Very simple question. Average weight of A, B, and C is given. Average weight of A and B given. Average weight of A and C given. Simple logic. This is absolute the basic logic. Okay. That is why this is the question number 1 actually. Sir, here, like you can do it in different ways, but again, I'm just showing you sometimes, na, you must you must understand how to make equations as well. Simple equations and how to solve equations in an efficient manner. That skill is also very like important. Cynthia is saying option 4. Chalo, let's see. Let's see, Cynthia. So let's understand, sir. A plus B plus C. Sir, can you get the sum? Sir, you will say, "Arey, sum to बहुत simple है, sir." Sum is average into n. N is 3 here. A, B, C, 3%. So 65 into 3 is 195. Now, next, make our second equation, A and B, sir. So that means A plus B will be how much, sir? 63.5 into 2, 126, and this is 127. And sir, this will be what, sir? A plus C. Sir, 67 twos are how much? 134, right? 134 and 0.5 means 135. Now, sir, I need A. I need from these three equations, I need A. Now, you'll say, there are so many ways of doing it. There are so many ways that I can solve from here A cancels B and C, then from there something. I'm saying no. You see, this is what you guys need to learn. Sir, how to manage equations in a very effective manner, in a very clear manner, sir. That is very important. That is the reason actually I've taken this question. So I'm saying this is equation number 1, equation number 2, and equation number 3. I will do this in one line. That is something that street smartness you need. So you see now, sir, if I add equation number 2 along with equation number 3, what I'll get, sir? A plus A, 2A plus B plus C. Achha, sir, from there, if I subtract equation number 1, what I'll get, sir? Think and tell me. Na? Dinesh is saying, Reena is saying, all are saying option 4. Tab to option 4 must be the correct answer. You see, again, like you have given the correct answer, but again, I'm giving you, I'm showing you how to think in a very efficient manner. How you can think in an efficient manner so that you don't need to do the extra steps. You see, I'm seeing if I add these two equations, B plus C to there, A I'm getting twice, and if I subtract this, one A and B and C cancels. So I will be left with only A, sir. So my answer will be, sir, these two addition minus this. Again, I'll not even plus this. देखो कैसे करेंगे. Please use a little bit of your brain. Please be street smart. Again, I use this term. Sir, this is minus 60. Minus 60 and this is a plus 67 answer, sir. Now you tell me, should it take you more than 20 seconds? सर 1 line, 2 line, 3 lines and 4 lines. यही तो था क्वेश्चन. 5 seconds for each, for writing each line if I take, so it should take you 20 seconds. Even if I give 10 more seconds to read and like mark the answer, 30 seconds. That's the most. But again, for this question, this kind of thing, 2 plus 3 minus 1 worked. For some other question, there might be some other method. So please understand, whenever you see a question, do not like go blindly behind this. Especially when you have three unknowns, three equations. So just like take a deep breath. Please understand, like think how we can manipulate the data, what they are asking. How can I segregate that data? Clear, sir? Clear, everyone? Moving on. Now, consecutive odd number concept, odd or even number. First things first. First things first, sir. So consecutive number, na? Generally, you will get consecutive odd or even numbers, okay? Because consecutive numbers are very simple. Now, there are two situations you might have. There are even number of numbers, there are odd number of numbers, meaning you might have this. कहाँ चला गया भाई? There are 5 numbers. Consecutive say odd numbers. 5 consecutive odd numbers. The sum is given as 75. Or rather, sum is, let me give you guys this. The average is given as 70, like 15. कुछ गड़बड़ हो रहा है. The average is given as 15, sir. Right? Now, please understand. That means the most people do what, sir? Most people say, अच्छा sir, ऐसा है. If this is the situation, that means the sum will be, sir, 75. 5 into 15, 75. Right? So what we'll do, so this is X. Consecutive odd, yeah, consecutive even. You see, consecutive odd means, say I'm writing 11, then sir 13, then sir 15, and so on, sir. Now, you see the gap is set 2. It is increasing by 2, sir. Even if I write the like the even numbers, 10, 12, 14, sir, they are also increasing by what, sir? 2. Remember, whether it is consecutive odd or whether it is consecutive even, the difference is always 2, sir. And if we're talking about only consecutive numbers, sir, difference is 1. So it will increase 1 by 1. 10, 11, 12, 13, as very simple, sir. But so if I'm taking consecutive odd numbers, sir, this will be x plus 2. Again, a problem. I have to restart the board, the software. But sir, if I do this, this is a big hassle. This is not the most efficient, nowhere near the most efficient method to calculate. So what I'll rather suggest, please understand, sir. अरे यार. चलो. What I'll suggest, always, no, sir, in this situation, start with the middle value and take this one as x. So if I take this one as x, what will be the next one, sir? So you'll say, sir, it is x plus 2. 2 more. What will be the next one, sir? Again plus 2, that is x plus 2 plus 2, that is x plus 4. What is this one, sir? What will be, sir, this one? X. Left hand side means minus 2. This side, sir, minus 4. Please understand, you see there's a magic. You will see there's a magic going on, sir. Minus 4 plus 4 cancels. Plus 2 minus 2 cancels. So ultimately, sir, 5x. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5x are there. That is equal to 75. So x is equal to 15. That means this value is equal to 15. Now, Please understand why I've shown you what I've shown you. Please understand at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say here is, sir, if there are odd number of numbers, 5 numbers for example, you do not need to do all this stuff. कुछ नहीं करना है sir. ये middle number है ना sir. The middle number that you have, directly write or directly think, sir, whatever is your average, they have given you or they have asked you. So there are 5 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they have given you the average to be 15. Sir, always that average is this number. The average is this number. Middle number is that average, sir. So the other numbers, anybody can now say that this will be 17 plus 2, then 19. This is 13, this is 11. Done, sir. You don't need X, Y, Z, whatever. Nothing is needed. Similar for, sir, the even numbers as well. Similar for even numbers as well. But the problem actually arises. The problem actually arises when there is even number of numbers. Sir, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, sir, the average is given something. As 16. Average now is given as 16, sir. Now, this is, I'm saying, 6 consecutive odd numbers. Consecutive odd numbers. Now, what will do, sir? Let's see. Let's see, sir. Now, you'll say, sir, if I go with whatever you just told us, sir, there is no middle. Middle to hai nahi, sir. The problem is, sir, there is absolutely no middle. So what happens? Many people actually for odd numbers do this. But when it comes to even numbers, sir, nahi, sir, hatao isko. I don't want to get stuck. So sum is 6 into 16. 6 into 16. And the plus I'll do. Plus definitely they will do. But sir, we will do it like this. X, then x plus 2, then x plus 4, and so on. Like the basic method. Again, I am saying, no, लगाओ दिमाग, थोड़ा दिमाग लगाओ, sir. Sir, what will be the middle value, sir, here? What will be the middle value here, sir? Sir, there is no middle value. No, everything has a middle value. Sir, this is the middle value, na, sir. This is your x, sir. This is middle value. This is not a number. This is not part of any number, not part of these 6 numbers. But again, it's a middle value, na. वो तो है. Now, I know the gap between 2 consecutive odd numbers should be 2. अरे सर तो एक इसको दे दो. Give 1 to this guy. Take 1 from this guy. Sir, gap is 2. Maintained. The gap of 2 is maintained. Yes or no? The gap of 2 now is maintained here. Yes or no, please? The gap of 2 is now maintained over here. Yes or no, sir? The gap of 2 is maintained. हो गया काम सर. क्या था? So next one will be, sir, x plus 3, x plus 5, 2 2 करके, x minus 3, x minus 5. Again magic, minus 5 plus 5 plus 3 minus 3 minus 1 plus 1. Sir, we are having 6 into x. 6 into 16. Sir, x is equal to 16. Meaning. Again, I will not do anything like this. Again, I'll not do anything like this. So next time I get a question 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The average, the consecutive odd numbers, the average is 20. Sir, third number, fourth number, in between this number, this average is, this is 20, sir. So this number is 21, this is 19, this is 17, this is 15. And this is 23, this is 25. Kaam khatam, paisa hazam. Done, sir. It's a 10-seconder. And let me say this, in SSC, This is one of their favorite topics, consecutive number questions in average. They will ask you questions on this. That is the reason I've given so much time on this. I've gone through absolute basics कि क्या होता है, क्यों होता है, what happens and why it happens. That why answer is very important. Do not blindly follow rules. I could have said कि भाई ये ले लो, this is average. No. Understand why this is 20, why I am taking average here, because that is what mathematics is giving us. You don't need to trust me, trust mathematics. Clear, sir? Clear, everyone? Excuse me. Everyone clear, sir? We'll move on to questions then. CGL 2021. Average of 8 consecutive. Sir, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sir, what is given, sir? Sir, 4 and 5, sir, this is 28. Can I say this average? अभी तो वही सीखा. Smallest and the largest number. Sir, this is 28. Sir, this is 27, 25, 23, 21. Sir, 29, 31, 33, 35. 1 second. 35 and 21, 56 is the answer, sir. If it takes more than 10 seconds, you tell me. If it takes you more than 10 seconds, you tell me, sir. You tell me, sir, it takes me more than 10 seconds. You tell me, sir, it takes me more than 10 seconds. If you know the concept. Why I have done this? Because you see, I can see there is even number of numbers 8. So I've done this simple logic. This is exactly what we have learned. This is exactly what we have learned now. कर दो काम sir. Similar questions you will find in 2022, 2023, even in 2024. Every year, and if you go back 2020, so and in multiple questions, in multiple shifts, you will find this. Now again, I have not taken those basic questions because I know once we explain this theory, this is a basic question. Nothing. No, Rina, absolutely no. They don't give it. And even if they do, if they do, that is part of sequence and series. Actually, Acha, chalo, Rina has asked one very good question. Sir, what if they give you 44 consecutive? So, Rina, please see, this is nothing but an AP. And this concept, that concept we understood, na? Like in your sequence series classes, I'll discuss this as well. Don't worry. In this batch also I'll discuss. In the foundation batches also I've discussed. Remember, this is called Bernoulli's. The thing that we did now, this was done first by Bernoulli in AP. Laplace also did the same thing. So Bernoulli's approach, or also some call it Laplace approach as well. So this thing actually Bernoulli first did. Like when he when he discussed AP. So you have a formula, na, Sn is equal to n by 2 into a plus n or a plus l, first term plus the last term. So this type of formula you have, na, AP ka sum formula. This formula actually was given by this person, Bernoulli. So this formula was coming from this. You see, this is actually average. If you see, na, this is nothing but n into average of the AP is first term plus last term by 2. If you write this formula like this, you will see, sir, average is n into, like sum is n into average. Okay, so this was actually the concept we have used. The concept. So at the end of the day, if they give you bigger numbers, 44, 50, though they have not asked, But again, if they give you, you can use AP. You can use AP. We'll learn AP as well. We will learn AP. Yes. No worries. अरे no worries, Reena. है ना? I am here ना. तो मेरा काम ही तो याद दिलाना. My job is to make you guys remember. You guys know everything. You see, do not think you don't know. Everything you know. Average of 8 AC. This is CGL 22. I told you na. This last one was CGL 21, CGL 22. Consecutive odd numbers. Again, same 8. You see, they have not even changed the thing. Just the thing that they have changed 28 को they have changed 2 को उन्होंने 4 बना दिया. What change they have done? What change they have done, sir? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? Sir, 8 means, sir, 4 and 5k in between. This is 48. What they're asking? Fifth and the seventh number. Sir, very good, sir. This is 49, 51, 53, 55. Sir, this is the fifth number. This is the seventh number. They're asking what? Sum. 53 and 50, sir. 103, 102. Answer, sir. Yes. Reena, Cynthia, everyone. Dinesh, I'm not getting answers. I'm not getting answers from you, brother. Yes, Dinesh, now I got answer. Ajab, like YouTube comment was stuck, brother. My fault, my fault. Pawan, absolutely. So Cynthia, Reena, Pavan, absolutely correct. Ritu, you are getting my point. And again, there are others as well. Please, please, need answers, need answers. Dekho. Not difficult by any stretch of the word. Right? So, let's do our last question of the day. और कुछ बच गया. I thought we'll do ये mistake वाला. अच्छा, mistake वाला question then बना लेते हैं, sir. Can we do it? No, sir, we cannot. We won't be having the time because otherwise I'll get late. I have another class. Chalo, let's. अच्छा, let's. अच्छा, ये कर लेते, sir. This is a good question. This is actually a good question, sir. This is actually a good question. Don't worry. In the next class we'll do. Whatever is remaining from this, we'll do in the next class. We have classes. We have classes, but again, next class won't be live streamed for free on YouTube. So YouTube audience won't get this. What is the product of the average of first and positive odd numbers? Such as, sir, sum of first and like positive odd numbers. Anyone? Formulas are there. Like you should know this. I told you like this thing chilla chilla ki. It is n square. And for the first n even number, sir. First n positive even number, sir. It is n into n plus 1. You need this. You will be needing this here. Actually, this question is like based out of that. Whether you guys know these two formulas or not. Like these two, like these things. Okay? Now, if you don't know, you can take two common, you can figure it out if you know, if you're good in sequence and series. But again, you won't have that time, that much time. Sir, product of average of first 10 positive odd number. Sir, first 10 positive odd numbers. Sir, positive odd numbers, sum is n square meaning 10 square by sir n, that is 10. Always remember positive odd numbers average is n because n square by n, that is n only. Into average of first 15 positive even numbers. Sir, positive even numbers 15, so 15 into 15 plus 1. That is sir, the sum divided by n means 15. So they are asking this value, sir. So this is 10, this is 16. So 160 is the answer, sir. 160 will be your answer, option number 3. I did it a little quickly because, yes, Dinesh, you are correct, brother. You are absolutely correct. So that will be it for the day. I hope it is absolutely clear to each and everyone. So again, I will see you guys then at 3 o'clock, like 3 o'clock with the advanced math session today. So this was the first class of your like the arithmetic. And I'll again see. So this is my face is the only face you will see twice a day, every day. And if you are also part of the foundation batch, then definitely you will see me 4 times a day. The foundation batch starts in 5 minutes, right? So again, thank you so much everyone for joining the class. I will again see you guys at 3 o'clock. And if you have loved the class, like Cynthia, thank you so much. So if you have loved the class, please do rate the session accordingly in the app. And for the YouTube audience, please feel free to like and share the session if you have loved it. And if you want to like join the course, please the links vagera are there in the description. So again, thank you so much. I will see you guys at 3 o'clock. Till then, please take care and bye bye. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.